Early voting starts today in Vigo County. In just a few hours, several locations will open their doors to voters, including the Vigo County Annex, which opens first at 8 o'clock this morning. News 10's Jordan Kudish is there right now. She has more on what you can expect as you head out to the polls.
Well, John, I'll tell you this, it is a quiet morning out here. There are only a few cars here, and I think that's for the workers. But in less than 2 hours, those doors to the annex will open up and you can cast your ballot. But that's not the only place you can head out to today. You can also head over to the Haute City Center and, of course, the Meadows Shopping Center. Those two locations are open Monday through Friday, starting at 10 a.m. until 6 p.m. But again, if you're an early riser, then you can head on over to the annex, which opens right at 8. Vigo County Clerk Brad Newman says he's hopeful for a big turnout this year despite COVID-19 concerns.
We have a great group of people here in this community, and I expect to see huge numbers turn out for early voting and on election day. I'd like to see upwards of 40,000 people.
Now, if you feel nervous about heading out to the polls today because of COVID-19, there are precautions and things they're doing differently this year. I'll tell you exactly what they're doing coming up in the next 30 minutes. But for now, reporting live from the Annex, Jordan Kudish, News 10.
Poll workers will also put their training to use this morning. They held a training session yesterday. Workers were reminded about social distancing and personal protective gear. County Clerk Brad Newman says the polls will look a little different this year.
I don't expect anything less when it comes to the social distancing, and it was just a new way to vote this year versus what we've done in the past, obviously, with the pandemic.
It says this will be the most sanitary way to vote that we've seen in elections. As a reminder, Election Day is Tuesday, November 3rd. Well, in just a few hours, several locations will open their doors to voters, and that includes the Vigo County Annex, which opens first thing this morning at 8 o'clock. And that's where we find News 10's Jordan Kudish with more on what we can expect as we head out to the polls.
Well, John, it's quiet out here now. There's nobody in the parking lot, but in just an hour, you'll see the doors to the annex open up and then you can cast your ballot. Now, this isn't the only place that you can head out to. You can also head over to the Haute City Center and, of course, the Meadows Shopping Center. Both of those locations will close at 6 this evening, and you have all week if you can't make it out there today. Now, in addition to these hours, county leaders say they're making things more COVID safe. That's by providing single-use stylists, machines cleaned by ServPro, and socially distancing.
We have a great group of people here in this community, and I expect to see huge numbers turn out for early voting and on election day. I'd like to see upwards of 40,000 people.
Now, if you'd like to learn more about these centers and where you can head out to the polls, you can head over to our website. That's WTHI-TV.com. Reporting live in front of the Annex, Jordan Kudish, News 10.